Good morning, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Apologies for the background noise. Liz doesn't care that I'm a vlogger. This morning I've been rudely awakened by Liz, or awakened, whatever the right word is. She said, Daniel, just give me 10 minutes notice, I need you to take me to pick a van up. She was going to do it herself, but now she isn't. She needs a knight in shining armour to take on it, Liz. So Liz is basically going to fetch a chicken today, but she needs a van to put the coupe in, blah blah. Anyway, garage is looking alright, isn't it? Oh, it's flickery because I haven't changed the frame rate, sorry about that. It's dry on the floor. So I'm going to get the flooring down later on. That is good news. It's actually freezing outside. That's all the flooring that's going to go down in there. So hopefully I can find my little hacksaw that I wanted to do to cut it up. I've got a Stanley, but that's going to take a bit of chopping. Should we go cracking? Am I annoying you just talking to a camera?
Yeah, because I'm actually busy.
Okay. Okay, so now I've got rid of Liz for a little while. Time to start laying the flooring in the garage. How's my stomach? It's a bit better. I wouldn't say it's 100%, but it feels a bit better. Nowhere near good enough to exercise, but I can move around a bit freer. That says to me that it's more muscular than anything else. So I was gonna see what happened today, and if it was still the same, go to the doctors or whatever, but it seems to be okay. So I'll give it today and tonight. If it's any worse tomorrow or not any better, then I'll do something else, but hopefully it's just a strain. Maybe I need to do more core work. So the rubber flooring that I picked is from Garrett. In fact, I'll cover where everything's from, how much it was, etc. in another video. This is 17mm thick gym flooring, so it is very, very like solid. It's hardly spongy at all. Whether it's different when I start putting like bigger weights on it, like my weight, I don't know, but it's actually very firm. It interlocks with each other, so in theory it should be quite easy to install. The time-consuming part is getting it up against the wall, because of course I'm not going to want all these against the wall, so I'm going to have to cut all those off, butt it up to the wall. But what I'm doing is starting from where am I going to start from? The back wall, because I'm going to have to cut this end piece around the door anyway. So rather than cutting this bit here, fitting it up, then getting down there and cutting that one as well, I was going to fit that one as a full square, work down here, then I've only got one cut to do. Hopefully that should save me a little bit of time and save, you know, the cut edge is probably not going to be as fantastically finished as the rest of them. Then I'm going to see what the finish is like around the corner. I might run some skirting board around or some sort of edging, but I'm going to see how it is, because if I can get away without doing that, that's just one less job, one less expense to do, isn't it? It is a garage training room. It's not a room in the house that people are going to come in and like inspect. So if that happens, anyway, let's get cracking. So these things are a constant learning curve, aren't they? So I measured the garage at 5 meters long, or a little under 5 meters long actually. I bought, 5 1x1 meter squares, thinking, oh great, that'll fill the garage just nicely. However, upon measuring inside the lugs, it's actually 98 centimeters. You can see that. Measuring it with the lugs is 103. Of course, I'll be cutting the lugs off one end, and then the other ends will be interlocking into the other side. So it's like you're losing a couple of centimeters each tile, which has just meant that I've not clipped these together, I've just laid them together. It's meant a little bit short at the end. So what I think I'm going to do is, because the treadmill is going to go across that wall the whole way across, I'm just going to pull them this way a little bit. So I'm completely transparent about things I'm not fully happy about. I would like that to butt up to the bottom of the garage door, but it'll sit probably a couple of inches off the end, and I will just get some sort of draft excluder or something across the bottom, and it'll be behind the treadmill anyway, so you won't actually see it, but I will know it's there. In terms of tools that I'm using to do all this, tape measure, obviously measure twice, cut once, a little junior hacksaw to cut the lugs off, some spare blades that I haven't got any. Stanley knives, I think I'm going to try doing the blades with that, but to be honest I don't fancy chopping my hand off. And I did have a marker pen for a mark stuff to cut. I did have a mallet somewhere to bash those things together, but I don't know where it's gone. A mallet. I think I'm just saying myself, some of you lot shouting grief at me in the comments. These lugs that I've cut off this side, how's about dropping them in there? It saves me cutting off all that, and it gives me an extra 2.5 centimeters, and who doesn't want an extra 2.5 centimeters, hey? Oh, sometimes I'm a genius. I'm not going to take credit for that though, I did see on YouTube, so there you go, thanks YouTube for that. There we go, how's about that? Cooking on gas now. Okay, so row number 1 is done and dusted, so it's actually okay. I spent a lot of time cutting that in there so it fitted nice and tight. Obviously up against that wall, I've moved everything on there now so I can do the rest of the room, but yeah, it was good, and the only gap I've got there is about, what, 2 inches or so, and the treadmill is going to be on here, so that is absolutely fine. Happy with that. I'm going to get some sort of seal for the garage door, but I don't mind having a bit of a draft, to be honest, a bit of fresh air coming through. I might leave that for the time being. Time to get another row. The middle one I think is going to go down in about 10 minutes apart from the end one. Then this end bit is going to involve a lot of cutting because this will be about half of a square for the end, and of course we've got that cut out bit in the middle as well. But when the floor's down, I'm hoping I'll give it a good mop out, if Liz lets me use the mop, and then it should look a lot more presentable. I'm going to like clean the treadmill up and get rid of the racking that isn't going to be in here and stuff, and make it look a bit more like a training room. Getting exciting. Okay, so the middle row is in. That was actually pretty quick. Just went click, 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 click all the way down there, and then I had to do one cut on the end, and that was okay. Spent a bit of time like measuring, drawing with a marker pen, and plan it around. So I only had to cut it once-ish. The last part now. So this is less than half a tile width, half one of these tiles wide. So I've just measured the space I've got and how much I need to cut it down. So I cut it 45.5 centimeters in. I'll then flip that bit around so that those lugs will slot into the other side of the tile, and then the flat edge that I'll have cut will sit against the wall, and then I'll use the other side of the tile doing the same thing to go there. So I should only have a little bit in the middle of wastage. That means that I've got 3 tiles left. I'll use 1 tile for those 2 bits, 1 tile for those 2 bits, and then I'll have half a tile left over in case of emergencies for tiles. Let's get cracking.
Right, actually get on your hands and knees and scrub and get a floor wipe some of this, because it's only like the surface into it ain't gonna be good enough.
So, good day in the pain cave today. All the flooring is now in. Liz is doing the mopping because I'm not allowed to use the mop, but there you go. So, I'm going to get a good clean out, move the stuff around, let it dry for an hour or so, and then I'm going to put a load more stuff in it and give you a mini pain cave tour. I'm going to do a big video on the whole thing. When everything's here and everything's in, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek tonight. Liz's chickens are here as well. I'll show you those another day though, because they're molting at the minute. They're like 2 little rats, so... Alright, they look like beautiful little animals.
Yes.
We're going to take the van back in a minute, get fish and chips on the way home, or
No,
chips.
Domino's.
Oh, of course we are. Chips are closed. Domino's, okay. Stop pushing me out of the way, man. So yeah, good day all around. You're still bumping into me. Put this camera down and get her in a headlock. Ugh, it's getting more exciting now. It feels more real because it's looking a bit more like a room. It's still quite echoey. I'm going to work on that somehow. Hopefully there's more things in here. It might be a bit quieter. So let's start from the back wall and work this way. The treadmill is going to stay there. I'm not sure how forward or back to have it, because apparently if you fall off and there's a wall there, you die because it just keeps going. There is a safety strap thing on it where if I fall off, then it turns it off. So hopefully I should be okay. That mirror is going to go on the wall. I'm just trying to decide how high to have it so I can get absolutely all of me in it. That TV and stand is going. I bought that TV about 7 years ago, second hand, with a stand for £170, so I think it's paid for itself by now. These red racks aren't staying. I have to have them for the time being. Being a YouTuber, I have to, I've got like a webcam up there, various cables for a laptop, microphone, etc. Need to think of a more integrated solution though, because I'm not having these around forever. Might need to get some sort of desk or something, but I'll work on that. Yeah, so working this way. Bikes are going to go there facing that way to obviously train, etc. Fans going that way. Working backwards. This is the area where we're going to become a... Oh, hey, oh, hello. Ooh, yeah, exactly doing that. I'm going to be a soldier. I might actually keep that mirror. That is a bit of a bargain mirror I've had for a while. I might put it up on the wall up there somewhere. So obviously when you're looking at yourself doing your squats and check your form, etc. I can use that for bench, I can use that for squat. If that top bit comes up and down, there's like a spotter bar there, stops you killing yourself if you're lifting too much weight. I would do that. I've got some weights in the house, so I've not actually brought them out here yet. That bar's heavy enough. I think that's it, in a nutshell. My idea is that I want to sort of like share with you the journey of building it, but then when I finish, do like one video to talk about the whole room. Hopefully it'll blow Lionel Sanders' video out the window. He's done, what's he done, like a pain cave tourney. It's got like 1 million views or something, so we'll just do like 10 million, okay? Sorted. Anyway, so that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. When you're watching this, it is Monday. There's no 1 hour zone 2 ride tonight. I'm really sorry. Thanks to those who have asked me. Because yesterday I wasn't feeling well enough to, or today I wasn't feeling well enough to commit to it. I didn't want to set it up and then just not turn up, so I haven't done it. I do feel a lot better. I think I just pulled a muscle painting the ceiling, so thanks everybody who's dropped me a message and stuff. So from next week, we'll do the Monday night zone 2, but Tuesday, so tomorrow when you're watching this, 6 PM, I'll be going live doing a Zwift race. I know it sounds ridiculous. For the team innovation again. It's a lumpy route, I think. So it should be hell anyway, regardless of what route it is, it'll be hell. So tune in then if you want to watch that. Hopefully the stream should be pretty good with all this. It'll be a bit tidier by then as well. And that's it for today's video. So thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already. I think that's it. That's what we have to do in the end of a YouTube video. That's it. I'm waffling. See you tomorrow at 6 PM, guys.